Namaste, welcome to our PM Yasasvi entrance test orientation program telecasted by TSWREI. TSWREI is conducting so many orientations for the various examinations, all competitive examinations, you can say easily. So, for group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, all the examination which is conducted by the TSPSC, at the same time Forest Udyog Guide, even UPSC examinations also like National Talent Search Examination, NMMS, National Mean Meritorious Scholarship Examination. Now, we are going to give a orientation on the special examination exclusively for the children who belongs to the OBC and DNT people for selected schools in the country. So, everyone knows it, that's examination previously for 10th class, national level examination is conducted for National Talent Search Examination. It is conducted by the NCERT in 2 state levels, one is state level, another one is a national level. So, state level examination will be conducted by the SCERT under the guidelines of NCERT. Who selected in this first stage will be selected for the next stage. Those children is going to write the mains examination finally. Nearly 2000 children are eligible to get the scholarship. Now, it is modified. So, there is no NTSC examination now. So, now the government is going to conduct a special examination for the children whose parental income is less than 2,50,000, and government want to support those children by giving a scholarship for 9th class children 75,000 rupees per annum for 2 times, that is 1,50,000 in 9th and 10th the children is going to receive this scholarship. Whereas, for inter first year level also there is an examination, same PM Yasasvi, but the children will get 1,25,000 rupees scholarship for 2 years, means +1 and +2 level, means 2,50,000 rupees. So, this is a highly useful for the children for their examinations and study, correct. So, now today we are going to discuss about a mathematics paper, because this paper has 5 stages. One is mathematics, second one is science, third one is social studies, and fourth one is we simply call it a general knowledge. In science, so we have physical science and biological science also. That's the reason I said it is a 5. So, for mathematics is 30 marks paper. For each question carries 4 marks, 34 is 120 marks. There are 100 questions. So, before going to discuss all these things, I am inviting Kishore sir is a very eminent person from the social welfare residential schools, and he is working for the Center of Excellency. Heartily welcome to for this program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So, this is a very important examination, as you know it. So, can you share about this examination, a few sentences? What is this examination and who are eligible for this examination?
Okay, thank you, Suresh garu, and I thank the TSWREI management for giving this great opportunity. And I really thank the government of Telangana for providing the programs which helps not only unemployed youth as well as students for all kinds of examinations. So, regarding this PM Yashasvi, we have as sir told just now, for mathematics we have we will get 30 questions, each question carries 4 marks. Here we do not have any negative marking, because in all such kind of examinations we have negative, but here we do not have that kind of negative marking. For 30 questions the marks awarded will be 120 marks.
Okay.
And last year it was actually computer based test, but this year they have changed the system, and now from this year we have pen paper test.
Okay.
So, the students, those who are coming from a rural background, as they do not know the system, they are not familiar with online system, nothing to worry. Now, we have pen paper test, and for as today we are discussing about 9th graders, they have all the mathematics will be, the questions will be asked based on 8th standard, up to 8th standard.
Okay.
The students will get the questions up to 8th standard. That's
so actually for the in this series of programs, this is the first day. So already we conducted a curtain raiser program. So about this examination, before applying for this examination, how to apply, which website the children is going to see, and what kind of documents are required. All these things are we discussed at the time. Dr. Ravikant sir, who is the professor for SCERT, has participated here, and we invited some eminent personalities of who are working for this competitive examination in this field. So we discussed. Now just I will give a brief about this examination. Before going to that, we are conducting this exam orientation program nearly 8 days. So each day, so each one subject, one day mathematics, and next science, next social studies, next general knowledge for 9th class. After completion of this, again we will conduct a orientation program for intermediate level, means +1 level. So totally 8 days for up to examination. 29th September is the examination date. The children is going to write this examination. So very important thing for this one is for 9th class children. So they are going to prepare for 6th to 8th standard, because they are studying 9th. So generally they won't ask questions from the 9th class. So they will ask the questions from 6th to 8th standard. So this is a very important. Whereas for intermediate level, so this is a very important for intermediate level. So they will ask the questions from up to 10th, means 6th to 10th also, means don't feel it is a 9th, it is a 9th class to 9th and 10th classes. Clear? So this is a very important. And way of questioning also, we will see the way of questioning also. We will discuss the previous paper. So this is a second time, because last year the government is introduced this examination for 9th class children as well as intermediate level also. Now this is the second time, and the difference between the last year and this year, the last year it is a CBT, means a computer based test, online test. Now it is on paper, means it's offline test. So they will give an OMR sheet, the children has to answer. And one more thing is the difference between the last year and this year. Last year the examination timing is 3 hours. So but this year it is 2.5 hours, means around 90 minutes. Previously it is 180 minutes. So that's a 360 means 180 minutes. Now it is 150 minutes. So you have to calculate, means 150 minutes and 100 questions. So each question you are going to answer for 1.5 minutes. This is a very important. They will, and for this already we suggested, so to prepare for this examination, NCERT is given some valuable books that is called exemplar problems. So when you practice the exemplar problems, definitely that will help you to practice the examination. Clear? And a very short span, but no need to worry. And as you know it, we have well experience. So for all these examinations already we had an experience, who are prepared for the TET, who are prepared for the TRT, teacher recruitment test, who prepared for the Forest Ujjog Guide, who prepared for the NMMSA also. In this moment I am going to share the very important thing is so as per the records from SSC board and reliable sources, so last year nearly more than 500 scholarships are remained without qualifying after giving a exclusive coaching from TSWREI for NMMS examination. So very less, only in Hyderabad some people are some means nearly 50 to 70 are without qualifying. The rest of the seats are qualified. This is a great. So means mostly this is highly useful. I hope for a PM Yasasvi examination also, our orientation program which is telecasted by TSWREI definitely helpful for the examination. Clear? So how you are going to, so what chapters generally you are going to concentrate for this particular chapter, means Kishore sir, can you share the chapters names for preparing for this exam, because you have to prepare all the chapters, all 14 chapters, but so where which chapters are focusing last year? So can you share those things?
Thank you sir. And really as sir said just now, there is no need to worry about the depth of the questions, because you are you have attended summative assessment tests. There also you have objective questions. So if you see the previous paper, because last year only this exam has started. So if you see the previous paper, most of the questions are on the based on the just basic concepts of the subject.
Okay.
So, if you observe the previous paper from number system, because we have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers, up to rational numbers we have in 8th class.
Okay.
So, based on that we got 2 questions, and moreover for divisibility rules also there in 8th standard. In that we have one question was given. And if we come to the algebra part, that is algebraic expressions and identities, and also we have one more chapter, that is linear equations in one variable. In these 2 topics we have 6 questions.
Okay.
6 questions were asked in the last year, and in the same way we have one more topic, that is exponents and powers, which is very easy. In this topic in the last year we have 2 questions. The 2 questions were asked, and in the same way we have another easy topic, that is squares and square roots.
Okay.
And also cubes and cube roots. This is very easy topic, because from the 5th standard onwards we have been learning about squares, cubes and all these things. In the last year we got 4 questions based on these 2 topics. And mensuration, which is very interesting and important chapter. On mensuration we have got 5 questions, sir. Last year they have asked 5 questions on mensuration. And let us come to arithmetic, that is we have comparing quantities and direct and inverse proportion. On these 2 topics last year 5 questions were asked. And similarly we have one more topic, that is important and interesting one, that is geometry. On geometry they have asked 2 questions, and these are the things. Chapter wise weightage is like this. And moreover data handling, which is statistics part, and also probability, and probability also they have asked 2 questions, sir. On data handling, finding the range, very simple question, they have given 1 question. This is the chapter wise weightage what they have followed in the previous year.
Okay. So, before going to discuss about the previous paper and the questions which are given it, so I will give the brief about the examination. What is this examination? Who are eligible to write this examination? Of course, already you applied for it, but you will give the idea about this. So, you applied it, generally you are expecting you are going to get an admit card. So, I will give the example for it. What is this one is SSV entrance test 2023, means SSV means Young Achievers Scholarship Award Scheme for Vibrant India. So, this is the full form of SSV, clear. So, to promote the children who are backward, who are parental income is less than 2,50,000. So, the government, the central government is going to give 15,000 scholarships all over the India. So, for Telangana state it is 1,111 scholarships is going to be given for the 9th class children. So, this is a very important, clear. Okay. So, who are eligible, all these things I will give the information to you. The ET means SSV entrance test 2022 will be conducted for the award of scholarship for the OBCs, economically backward and denotified tribals DNTs candidates studying in class 9th and 11th in identified top schools. So, this is a very important. So, you can check when you are going to apply for it whether your school name is there or not, you have to check. That is a very important, clear. So, means when your school name was in the list, then only you are eligible to apply. Maybe you already have the experience for this examination, correct. Okay. Then the mode of examination 2022 will be a CBT, is computer based test. Now it is a paper pencil test. So, that is the difference already I said. And you know that SSV is a scholarship scheme established by the Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, and nearly 15,000 scholarships are offered to the identified school students of class 9 and 11 belonging to other backward class, economically backward classes and denotified nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes DNT and SNT categories candidates across the India. So, this is an exclusive examination for the children who belongs to other backward classes and economically backward classes and denotify tribals. This is a very important thing. Here are two things. One is exclusively for OBC, EBC and DNT, and the next one is the parental income should be less than 2,50,000 per annum. So, that is a very important. And the scholarship under the scheme will be available for studies in India only and will be awarded by the government of the state, union territory to which the applicant belongs, where he is studying. The top class school can be maybe public school, maybe central school, maybe state school, maybe local body school or aided school or private school. This is okay. So, maybe you can understand for NMMS examination, if you take NMMS examination is exclusively for government schools. Even residential schools also not eligible for NMMS examination for 8th class children. For NTSC examination, so all children are eligible and there is no parental income limit. So, every children can write. So, every children who studied in any government school, private school, central school, any recognized school from the state and central government, those children are eligible. But this examination is exclusively for the identified schools from the NTA, National Testing Agency. This is a very important thing. And the second one is their parental income is less than 2,50,000 per annum. This is the second thing. And the third one is this examination for two category of students. One is who is studying 9th class in this academic year 2023 and 24 and inter first year children +1, you can say +1 or inter first year student. Clear? This is a very important. Now, we can see the scheme of examination of mode of examination. This is in mathematics, there are mathematics, science, social studies, general awareness knowledge or general knowledge, you can say, means there are 4 kinds of subjects are here. For mathematics there are 30 questions. For science, science means physical science, biological science. So, both will be considered as a science 20 questions. For social studies there are 25 questions and the general awareness or the general knowledge are 25 questions.
More weightage is for mathematics.
Yeah. So, more weightage will be given for the mathematics, as you said, the Kishore sir said, it is correct. So, the children who are performing well in mathematics, generally they will score it, and as you know it 45% is the qualifying mark. So, the overall means here there are 100 marks examination, 100 questions means for 400 marks examination means 400 into 45. This is means 180 marks. So, the qualifying mark for this examination is 180. So, if the children cross this 180 marks, then only he is eligible. Then according to the merit, the for our Telangana state 1111 scholarship is given. So, his name is there, then he is eligible to get the scholarship.
That means they have to correct at least 45 questions out of 100.
Yes. So, this is a very important. So, you just now we are going to discuss how we are, for mathematics there are 30 questions, for science there are 20 questions, for general studies there are 25 questions and for social studies 25 questions. So, the children is planning for this examination. So, if you try to get the all answers from mathematics 30, he may not be qualified for the examination. So, this is very important. For example, so he knows the general, so he will give the maximum for the general. So, the planning is very important. So, at least he has to answer nearly 50% of the each category means mathematics, science, social studies and general arts. Obviously, this is a way to. So, that is the reason students, please don't leave the question. There is no negative marking. So, answer all the questions, answer 100 questions. So, means each question carry 4 marks, means out of 400 you have to score 180 marks. This is a very important thing. Okay. Now, we will see what is the scheme of examination.
All the questions are MCQs.
Yes. So, and this is one more important thing is all are multiple choice questions, and there is no other type of objective type of questions like fill in the blanks or match the following or other true or false, assertion reasoning, like this kind of questions are not there. Only multiple choice questions, that is straight objective type questions.
Yes.
Only means only one option is correct. So you have to select the correct option among the given 4 options A, B, C, D. Is it clear? Okay. Now PM Yasasvi entrance test will be on 29th September 2023 at the central level. The examination will carry a total of 100 objective type questions on OMR sheet. There will be 4 options in the examination out of 1 which is correct. The candidate has only 2.5 hours. It is actually 3 hours is given previously, now it is changed to 2.5 hours, and each correct answer will carry 4 marks. The examination will totally 400 marks. There is no negative marking scheme is available. So this is about examination as you know it. So you have to, and there is no extra rough work is not given. So calculate and all these things, and so they want to promote the intellectual students among the all the children in the 9th and +1 level. Clear? Okay. Now the medium of question paper, if you want to discuss about the medium of question paper, the question paper will be bilingual.
Yes.
Means they will give the examination paper in 2 languages. One is Hindi and second one is English. So one is national language, another one is the international language. So these 2. So you can opt anyone, but generally it bilingual means the question, one question in English, one question is in Hindi. So same simultaneously the questions will come. So definitely that will help the children, because it is a national level examination. So mostly they will give, most of them will prefer Hindi, otherwise any other language children can opt English only. So that's the reason we are giving exclusively this orientation program in English, so which help you to easily understand these orientation classes.
Sir, in this regard, one small question. How can you guide Telugu medium background students to attempt this exam?
So as you, well question sir, as you asked the same question, the SCERT also is planned for this examination. Of course they doesn't know, but so mostly all the children among especially in Telangana state, they are converting into from various mediums to English medium. So maximum English medium strength is going on. So but suddenly if want to change from one media to another media, so obviously there is a terminology language problem, language barrier will be there. So to overcross the language barrier, so it is given bilingual textbooks now. So the total textbook is divided into 2 parts, and they are given, there is for example 14 chapters, 7 chapters as one book, and part 1 and remaining 7 chapters as part 2. So and mirror image like one page is Telugu, for example Telugu medium, English medium, one page is Telugu, another page is the English medium. So the Telugu medium background children will read that paper, of course that concepts, and he will read the English also, then he can correlate, he can associate the words.
Really it's a great effort sir by the SCERT.
So that will help the children to understand, okay, the teacher will support that children, but book will give, the textbook will support this. So take advantage of this bilingual textbook and prepare for this examination. Definitely that will help especially for the Telugu medium children who are going to write this examination. So this will help them. So the terminology is very, very important. So everyone knows it. Most of the children, as a teacher, we have an experience that the children can answer any maximum questions, but only cannot understand what the question was given in the paper. That's a drawback in that one. So the reason is a language barrier. So if the children cross the language barrier, definitely the children can answer easily. Clear? Okay. And the syllabus of examination, the NCERT syllabus of class 8th for admission in class 9th, NCERT syllabus for class 10th for admission in the 11th. So especially these 2 examinations for school education children. So who completed school education, though definitely those children as eligible. So that's a very good fun. So our intention, our request to all the teachers and students, so write the examination, make maximum use of it. Definitely TSAT with you, definitely TSAT support to you to learn these concepts with the more eminent personalities. Clear? Okay. So, before going to say that some more things are there, so I will discuss those things, then we will discuss the paper, and I will give a small idea fast. The applications, it started from July 2023, and the last date applying online, as you know it, actually if August, it is given 17th August
Yes,
of this month, of last month, and application correction is end of the August is completed. The last date to make the correction also end of the August, and admit card will be given in the month of September, this month, probably or 24th or
Yes.
25th. So, you will get the admit card, and entrance examination date is on 29th September 2023 of this one, and the results will be expected in the month of October. So, clear, this is a fast look about the process. So, I hope all the children, all the students who are going to write this examination for 9th and +1 level, they will prepare for this examination. Clear? So, okay, this is about now a small fast look about this. So, for Andhra Pradesh it is 1201 and other things also, and you, as you know it, Tamil Nadu is 1547, and for Telangana it is 1111. So, very important thing is what are the documents for the application you require. Maybe you identified that. So, this is a very important, a valid functional mobile number. So, that should be your mobile number should be in a working position. That is a very important, because they will send the message and they will send the communication, all the communication, your valid mobile number, that is a very important, and your Aadhaar number also. So, Aadhaar number is very important, and Aadhaar linked bank account, okay, and your income certificate, your parental income certificate, that is a very important, and the caste certificate. So, whether you OBC, and the caste certificate should be taken before 6 months of the submission of the date. This is very important, even income certificate also. So, this is very important. So, that is the reason in the cut and riser program only we requested all the teachers, and recently in teacher training programs also all the teachers are requested to the Director of Government Examination, Krishna Rao sir. They said, so is there any process to give a commonly caste certificate and income certificate by one MRO,
Right.
a particular school. If one school is there,
Yes.
so if the headmaster is countersigned authorized the children's caste, is there any possibility for getting all students caste certificates for 9th children or 10th class
It
children?
will be benefit to all the
so,
students.
So, once already so Krishna Rao sir, who is the Director of Government Examination, he will say, so okay, I will try it, I will talk with the collector if it is possible, definitely. So, maybe these things are possible, definitely that will help us. So, for no need, and of course, there is a provision to all of the children at the time of application. If caste certificate is not there, also you can submit by giving a letter, then within 10 or 15 days you can submit the application. Of course, clear. So, that is a thing. So, now we are going to discuss, maybe your doubts may be clarified because already you applied. So, before going to discuss the model paper questions and coming expected questions and frequently asked questions for this examination. So, before going to discuss with the Kishore sir, so maybe you understand the process, examination process, application, applying process, everything. I hope you will understand all these things, and best of luck for writing your examination. Now, we will start the discussion of 9th class chapters. Okay. So, can you repeat the chapter names of who are going, so which are very useful for the 9th class?
Sure sir, sure. So, the students must learn number system.
Okay.
Because it is very familiar to each and every student.
Okay.
So, you can easily get 2 questions.
Okay.
That means you will get 8 marks.
Okay.
8 marks from, if you are thorough in that chapter. Based on the previous paper, we are expecting the number of questions, but it may not sure the same weightage will follow for this year.
Okay.
But we are expecting, this is our expectation. So, number system we have 2 questions, sir.
Okay.
One is based on the general phenomena, that is we know if you take the rational numbers,
yeah,
we can easily say that between the rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q,
okay,
where p and q are integers,
okay,
and q not equal to 0. So, that is the basic form of a rational number. Generally we can say all the fractions and also the fractional form which is consisting of negative integers,
okay,
all those are examples for rational numbers. In the last year they have given one simple question,
okay,
that is between any two given rational numbers we can find how many rational numbers.
okay.
That the question they have given, sir.
What the question?
Between any two rational numbers there exists how many rational numbers.
Yeah, yeah. So, this is, as you know it, this we call it as law of density.
Yes.
So, law of density, as you said, between two rational numbers there are infinite rational numbers. This is called law of density. It is given in the 8th class textbook. So, means from this question we can understand that, so the properties of the rational numbers. Okay. So, there are different kinds of properties: closure property, associative property, distributive property, commutative property, like identity property, inverse property. These are the different properties. Among these, between two rational numbers, for example, between two natural numbers there is no no natural number, correct? That is a very important. But whereas, because what is the reason why between two natural numbers there is no other natural number? Each natural number generated by adding 1 to the preceding number.
Yes.
So, obviously there is no other natural number between two natural numbers, whereas between two rational numbers, because you can divide 1 into as we require the number, correct? We can divide 10 parts, we can divide 100 parts, we can divide 1000 parts. So, obviously all this comes under the between two numbers, correct? So, that is the reason. So, we can say on the C, from this question you can understand that, so they will ask the questions based on the conceptual understanding.
Yes, sir.
That is a very, very important. Okay. Now, we will see this previous examination paper questions. So, for this one, so there are the chapters is given. So, these are the not only chapters. So, we analyze the last year paper and what the chapters are given. So, some more chapters also are given, because from 6th to 8th you have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. So, all this comes under the number system, correct? Fractions, decimals also comes under the number system. LCMs, HCFs, correct? Factorization, prime numbers, prime factorization, all these also comes under the number system. So, just we are giving the area.
Yes.
So, what the area will be given. So, like now another one is a percentage. This is a percentage. The percentage means all will comes in the percentage. Don't feel it as a percentage means how we are going to calculate up to 100. So, that is not the percentage. The percentage related concepts.
Yes, sir.
Percentage means in the we can say even profit and loss also.
Yes.
Profit percentage, loss percentage,
simple compound interest.
Simple compound interest, all this comes under the percentage. So, this percentage is one area. So, the questions may be asked in percentages. Okay. Next, permutations and combinations. So, this is a little bit of a strange thing, correct?
Sir. Yes.
A strange thing. So, permutations and combinations are generally introduced in +1 level.
Yes.
So, we will discuss the permutations, combinations.
And even they do not know about that terms also.
Yeah. So, it is totally strange for you, the children. This is a permutation, even for who completed 10th also,
yes,
it is a strange thing for those children. So, there is a permutation combination is there. Of course, the teachers are very familiar these permutation combinations, because in the old textbook, not in the existing textbook, the old textbook, you have a permutation combination. There is a formula NPR, NCR, correct? So, there is a relation between NPR and LCR.
In the topic binomial theorem, we have that.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So, in the binomial, the expansion, so there is a formula NC0 x power n plus NC1 x power n minus 1 y power 1. Say there NCR is a common term,
yes.
rth term.
Yes.
NCR means here the number of selections of R elements from the
n
elements. So that C stands for the combination. Okay, so we will discuss about the permutation combination here. Now the next one is probability and simple and compound interest. So probability comes under the statistics chapter, and of course in 9th class as introduced what is the probability. There is a theoretical probability, practical probability is there, but a theoretical probability and the classical probability is also there. So we will discuss the classical probability, which is useful for your examination. We will discuss it. Next, and time and work. So time and work comes under the arithmetics concept. So definitely in 8th class we have given n number of questions in the textbook, so that will also we will discuss it. What kind of questions will come in the examination, definitely we will discuss it. And now coming to the next one is number system. Just now I said the number system, all these numbers and rational numbers, their properties, integers and their properties, and HCF, LCM, all these prime factorization, prime numbers, factorization, comparison, ascending order, descending order, all this comes under the this number system. Okay, and playing with numbers also is one of the part. Now coming to the geometry, so means is a plane geometry, is purely plane geometry. In plane geometry we are going to learn about lines and angles, triangles, quadrilaterals. Of course the quadrilaterals is introduced in 9th. So there is a less scope for the quadrilaters, but the maximum scope for triangles and properties, even different kinds of straight lines, different kinds of angles and its properties, all these comes under the
types of triangles.
Yes, types of triangles and properties of triangles, all this comes under the geometry. Whereas average and statistics, as you know that. So in average statistics, and so you are going to know about average, mean, median, mode. Of course mean, median, mode for the ungrouped data. So not for the grouped data, and ungrouped data, and statistic data interpretation comes under the data interpretation. Now time and distance, so this also comes under the arithmetics time and distance. Okay, and the trigonometry, this is also strange. So for 9th class trigonometry is not introduced, but trigonometry is introduced in 10th class. So trigonometry and trigonometric applications, so this is also very important, but very simple, so nothing to worry. And trigonometry is a very simple concept, so you can understand. So very less time, there is only now we are 19th, so 10 more days, simply 10 more days. You have to plan for this 10 more days, and you have to discuss all these things. Clear? Okay, and next, ratios and proportions. And the ratios and proportions comes under the number system, and of course you can consider it as a arithmetic also, and the profit and loss. Clear? So all these are the different chapters which were asked in the previous year, last year paper. Some more things also going to be added. There is a possibility, means coordinate geometry.
Yes, sir.
And there is some possibility of progressions also possible, possible things here. Decimals, conversion of decimals, this is also there. And other chapters means symmetry.
Yes, sir.
In geometry you have a symmetry. So all these things also maybe comes in the, so take the NCERT textbooks, and of course there is a confusion in the minds of the teachers and the students also. So NCERT syllabus, you know, we are preparing for the state syllabus, there may be a difference, no. So we have taken, especially SCERT, taken nearly 90% of the NCERT syllabus for the development of the state syllabus textbook.
Yes,
so
sir, obviously.
And we can say in state syllabus textbook, it's more than NCERT syllabus also. What is there in the state syllabus textbook? So when you prepare all the chapters of state syllabus textbook, it's a very enough. More than required. More than. Correct. So nothing to worry. So if you prepare the state syllabus textbook, and very simple, you can say easily you can get through from this examination. Okay. Now we go for next. Now I will discuss one by one with sir. Sir, so what is given in this system? So number system. The first question is between two given rational numbers we can find. Just now sorry shared. Now this already I said. So this question comes under the law of density.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When it comes say the law of density means between two rational numbers there are infinite rational numbers, correct. Okay. So, let us take 1 2. Between 1 and 2 what is the number? 1.5 also between
Yes.
1 and 2. 1 and 3/4 also one number between 1 and 2. 1.7 is a number between 1 and 2, correct. Like you can say infinite numbers between 1 and 2 means two rational numbers, am I correct? Here I am going to say to all the children there is a small confusion. A rational number, it is a myth in the minds of the children also. A rational number should be in the p by q form, it is wrong thing. The whole and the part both will be considered as a rational
Yes,
number.
yes.
The whole and the part both will be considered as a rational number, means that is the reason whole part means all natural numbers, all whole numbers, all integers, including all these. Part means all fractions, all decimals comes under the rational number. Is it clear? This is a very important. Like you have to understand the concept perfectly, then there is no confuse about the any kind of question, but the conceptual clarity is a very important. Okay. So, first question. So, option A, only one rational number, only finite rational numbers, only 5 rational numbers, infinitely many rational numbers. So, which option is correct? Option D is correct. Correct. So, you can say option D is correct. Like read the question properly, read all the options properly, then choose the correct answer. Definitely that will give the correct answer to you. Okay. Now, so another question is given, sir. 2/3 of -3/7 minus 6/21 plus 9/7 of 4/3 is, what is the value?
Just finding LCM and simplification.
Yeah. So, this is a very important. When the fraction is given, you have to simplify by taking fraction LCM.
Yes.
So, LCM. So, otherwise you can change into like fractions, means making all the denominators are same. Then that is a, and you can otherwise sometimes you can use the Bodamas rule also.
Yes.
Okay. So, by using Bodamas rules also you can simplify it. So, which is simple to you, which is useful for you, easy to you to get the answer, you can opt those things, you can say easily. Clear?
Here I want to add one more thing, sir.
Yeah.
I have seen some questions which can be simplified by using the distributive property.
Okay.
And that type of questions are also
yeah,
there
so
may be a chance.
Yeah. So, if you see, so if the question, if you see this 2/3 is minus 3/7. So, this 3 and this 3 get cancelled, which becomes as the first one becomes as minus 2/7, correct. And here this is my next minus 6/21, correct. Next 9/7 of 4/3, 3 1s are 3 3s are, okay, means it is 3 4s are 12 plus 12/7. Okay. Like this. Now, as Kishore sir said, what is the LCM of these one is 21, you can say as 21. So,
6/21 can also simplified.
Yeah, you can simplify directly, that's also very good thing. So, you can say as 3 2s are 3 7s are.
Right.
So, now no need of finding LCM also.
Yes.
That is minus 2/7 minus 2/7 plus 12/7, all are like fractions.
Like fractions.
So, 7 is the common thing, correct. You can no need to say 7, it's minus 2 plus 12 means 12 minus 4, 12 minus 4 8. So, you can say 8/7. But what is 8/7? 8/7 is a improper fraction. When 8/7 improper, you can convert into mixed fraction. So, when 8 is divided by 7, what is the quotient? 1. What is the remainder? 1. So, 1 and 1/7. So, option B is the correct answer. Clear? In this manner, you can explain, you can find the answer easily. See the standard of the questions. So, do not feel that they will ask the questions in more applicative mode. So, like NTS examination, even
yes,
NTS
exactly.
examination also very standard questions are given. So, because all the children who is going to eligible for write the examination, but this is a examination which promotes the children who are economically backward and their parental income is less than 2,50,000. Among these, who are meritorious.
Yes.
So there are two perspectives: meritorious children and backward children economically. So for that reason, don't expect, the questions are very difficult, questions are very simple. Clear? So see, you can find the LCM and you can say 21. Now like you can increase them. Now coming to the next one is divisibility rules. So which of the following number is divisible by 18? So how we are going to, sir, how we are going to explain this, which of the following number is divisible by 18? Here 1726 one number is given, 6426 another number is given, 11,356 is one number is given, 596 is one number is given.
In this regard, I want to tell you, we have some divisibility rules.
Yes.
Among all those divisibility rules, actually we don't have the divisibility rule for 18.
Yeah.
So now what you have to do is split 18 into the rules what we know.
Yes, yeah.
That is 18 can be written as 2 into 9.
2 nines.
Now we have to check for both.
Yeah.
2 and 9.
Yeah. So this is a very, very important, because for you have a divisibility laws in the textbook up to 11.
Yes, sir.
So for we have divisibility law 2, 3, 5, 6, 9,
11.
10 and 11. So we have the divisibility law of this one, but there is no divisibility law is given 18. Then don't get confused, don't get worry. So how to get the answer 18? Like, and don't try to divide this number with 18. Don't. So very simple. 18, 2 nines.
Yes.
So 2. If the number is ended with either 0, 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, then the number is divisible by 2. First check it. So 1726, 6004, so 6426, 11356, 6596, all are ended with 6. So it is divisible by 2. It's okay. Now divisibility of 9.
9.
So sum of the digits: 1 plus 7, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 16. So 17, 26, 16. It's not divisible by. So A is not. 6426, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. So it is divisible by 9. Now you can say as B.
Yes.
No need to check otherwise you can check, no problem. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 6, 16, no. 5 plus 9, 14, 14 plus 6, 10, no. So it is very clear, 6426 is the number which is divisible by 18. Okay. So a lot of things are there, we are going to discuss it. So just we will take a break, 5 minutes break, and we will come once again, we will discuss all the chapters and all the questions which are given in the previous papers also, which helps you to give a clear guidance to you to prepare the examination. In this session and in next session means which is going to start on 12/5. So at that time, so the phone in call also there. Have you any doubts? So you can ask the doubts by phone. Then our expert and myself both will give the idea to you to how to clarify your queries or doubts. Okay. So until then, thank you. We will meet after 5 minutes.
జనరల్ నాలెడ్జ్ లో మన విజ్ఞానాన్ని మరింత పెంచేందుకు టీసాట్ ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమం చేపట్టింది. పలు అంశాలపై మనకున్న తెలివితేటల్ని పరీక్షించుకోవడం, తెలియని అంశాలపై అవగాహన పెంచుకునేందుకు ఈ కార్యక్రమం రూపకల్పన చేసింది. ఈ ప్రత్యేక క్విజ్ కార్యక్రమంలో మీరు పాల్గొనాలనుకుంటున్నారా? మీ విజ్ఞానాన్ని మా ద్వారా ప్రపంచానికి పంచాలనుకుంటున్నారా? అయితే మీ ప్రశ్నలు మరియు ఆప్షన్స్ మా టీసాట్ ఛానల్ పై నేరుగా సంధించండి లేదా ఈమెయిల్ కు పంపించగలరు. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్: When is Consumer Rights Day celebrated across the world? Option A, 15th March. Option B, 25th March. Option C, 15th April. Option D, 16th March. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option A, 15th March. World Consumer Rights Day is an annual event celebrated on March 15th to raise awareness about consumer rights and needs. The day is an opportunity to celebrate the power of consumers and demand that their rights be respected and protected. In India, however, National Consumer Rights Day is celebrated every December 24th. On this day, many campaigns and activities are organized to achieve change and modification in the government policies in favor of consumers and also behavior of corporations towards the consumers. Next question. Which is the most intelligent animal after human? Option A, monkey. Option B, dolphin. Option C, lion. Option D, tiger. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option B, dolphin. Bottlenose dolphins are one of the few species, along with apes and humans, that have the ability to recognize themselves in a mirror. This is considered reflective of their intelligence. Dolphins are also among the few animals that have been documented using tools. Dolphins demonstrate the ability to do all of these things, and most scientists agree that dolphins are very intelligent. They are notoriously talented mimics and quick learners. They demonstrate self-awareness, problem-solving, empathy, innovation, teaching skills, grief, joy and playfulness. Next question. Which creature is that which takes a taste of everything not with the tongue but with its feet? Option A, butterflies. Option B, bees. Option C, mosquito. Option D, cockroach. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option A, butterflies. Butterflies don't have tongues. They have a proboscis which many people think of as a tongue, but it's more like having your mouth extended into a long tube. They do have some taste buds on their proboscis and some on their antenna as well, but most of the taste buds are focused on their feet. Next question. Who is the head of the Indian Armed Forces? Option A, Ministry of Defense. Option B, Home Minister. Option C, President. Option D, Prime Minister. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option C, President. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces. The President can declare war or conclude peace on the advice of the Union Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Next question. How many players are there in one team in ice hockey game? Option A, 7 players. Option B, 11 players. Option C, 9 players. Option D, 6 players. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option D, 6 players. Ice hockey is a game between two teams who wear skates and compete on an ice rink. Each team usually has 6 players. The object is to propel the puck past a goal line and into a net guarded by a goaltender. Ice hockey is popular for its speed and frequent physical contact. Next question. Which city was the capital city of India before Delhi? Option A, Mumbai. Option B, Chennai. Option C, Kolkata. Option D, Hyderabad. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option C, Kolkata. In December 1911, King George V of Britain decreed the capital of British India would be moved from Calcutta to Delhi. Calcutta served as the capital. Shifting of the capital from Calcutta to Delhi was led by two major factors, Indian Councils Act of 1909. Next question. Who discovered the solar system? Option A, Copernicus. Option B, Kepler. Option C, Aryabhatta. Option D, Newton. Your time starts now. The correct answer is option A, Copernicus. In 1543, Nicholas Copernicus detailed his radical theory of the universe, in which the Earth along with the other planets rotated around the Sun. His theory took more than a century to become widely accepted. Next.
Namaste, once again welcome to our PM Yasasvi entrance test examination, and this is the second session. Of course, we are going to discuss about the mathematics, what kind of questions they are giving in the examination, how to prepare, what are the expecting questions, what are the frequently asked questions, which areas you are going to concentrate to score maximum marks. Already I said, so there are 100 questions, the qualifying mark is 45%, means 180 marks you have to get it. So if you want to get 180 marks, you have to score maximum marks from the mathematics, which is the easiest subject to all of you. So I will discuss the different kind of questions already asked in the last year examination with great eminent resource person Kishore sir. Welcome once again, sir. So okay, so if you want to prepare for this examination, which areas especially you have to concentrate and focus to get maximum score for this examination?
And you, based on the previous year, if you are thorough in algebra part,
yeah,
which are comes under nearly 6 to 7 questions.
Okay.
So it will be very benefit to you, and the questions, the way the questions are asking are almost, it's very easy conceptual understanding level questions.
Yeah.
So from algebraic expressions and identities, and also we have another topic, that is linear equations in one variable.
Okay.
And those two are very simple, and we can add factorization also, because in factorization also we have, by using these identities, we can factorize the algebraic expressions. From these three topics we can easily expect nearly 7 to 8 questions, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So now we will see the previous questions which are asked. You said the algebraic expressions are identities and the linear equations in one variable. Nearly 6 questions are given from these two areas, correct? So from which comes under the algebraic area. So now we are going to discuss all these things. So the first question is given as x plus y whole square minus x minus y whole square. So what is its value? What is x plus y whole square and minus of x minus y whole square? So as you know it, so x plus y whole square means x square plus y square plus 2xy, and x minus y whole square means x square plus y square minus 2xy. So when you add this, the plus 2xy and minus 2xy get cancelled. So we have x square plus y square twice, means you can say 2 times of x square plus y square. So you can say it as it's a direct identity. Actually x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square is 2 of x square plus y square. X plus y whole square minus x minus y whole square is 4xy. So these are the direct identities. So when you practice the identities in 8th class textbook, the identities are given. So you have to practice those identities definitely by seeing, just seeing, by observation only you can get the answer. So no need to simplify and no need to do any working steps, you can get the answer easily. So here 2 times of x square plus y square is the correct answer, like you can
here they have asked minus.
Yeah. So this is a minus. So this is a, when it is minus, so see it's when it's a minus. So already I said it is 4xy.
Same kind of question may be asked with plus sign.
If it is plus, then it is 2 times of x square plus y square, correct? So it's also very, very important. So read the question properly. For example, we know the answer. So in this overlay, if you see that sometimes you can choose the wrong option also. That's one of the reason. Next, 69.3 whole square minus 30.7 whole square. How we are going to do this?
Right. If you look at the problem, generally what the students are thinking, 69.3 whole square means they have to multiply 69.3 with again 69.3.
Yeah.
And also 30.7 whole square, again 30.7 into 30.7.
Yeah.
Generally, if you don't have the immediate idea about the identities, definitely our way of thinking should be like that.
Yes, yes.
But whenever the question was asked based on decimal points like this, immediately you have to think about the formula which can be applied
Yeah.
for solving this problem.
Yeah.
Immediately if you look at this, it is nothing but x square minus y square.
Yeah.
We can write it as product of two expressions, that is x plus y into x minus y. So, it will be very easy for you. If you add those two quantities, you will get 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it will be very
Yeah,
easy.
this is very important. So, identification of the formula is very important.
Yes.
So, which formula you are going to use it. And one more thing, generally in the examination, if they want to give any kind of multiplication, simplification, they will give as a multiples of tens.
Yes.
In general, because it makes calculation
Simple.
So, 69.3, 30.7, sum of these two is 100. And it is in the form of a square minus b square. What are the factors of a square minus b square? A plus b of a minus b means 69.3 plus 30.7, which is 100, correct. So, this is 100 and 69.3 minus 30.7,
which is 38.6.
it is simply is 38.6, correct, and it plus means 100, multiply with 100, which gives 3860.
Very simple.
Very simple, like so simply you can select the answer easily. This is a very important, clear. So, do not get kind of any kind of tens to get the answer. Definitely they will ask on the conceptual knowledge only, that is a very important, clear. Okay. Now, we will see one more question which is given as 3.5 of 3.5 minus 1.5 of 1.5 by 10.
And it also same formula, again same formula.
Yes,
That
yes.
means you can imagine the way of questions they are asking.
Yeah.
Very simple questions using very simple concepts.
Yes.
As sir rightly pointed out, nothing to worry about the intensity of the questions. If you read one or twice, definitely you will get the idea of how to solve that question.
Yeah. So, in this question, if you see this 3.5 of 3.5 means, if you say 3.5 as x, then it is x square, minus 1.5 of 1.5, if you say 1.5 as y square, and if you say that is a 10, you can say this is, if you say x square minus y square. What is x square minus y square? X plus y and x minus y means 3.5 plus 1.5, which is 5, into 3.5 minus 1.5, that is 2. 5 of 2 by 10, of course 10 by 10.
Very simple.
So, option C is correct one. So, how simple the question is, see it. So, it is very so my suggestion to all of you means here, so maths paper is last year is very easy. So, this year also expectation the paper is very simple. So, give answer all those questions, then you will get maximum score for this examination, clear. And it is a 4 marks, do not forget, it is a 4 marks question. So, means if you could say correct answer, you will get 4 marks. So, how a simple thing. In our regular examination also you won't get this kind of marks. So, definitely it helps you to score maximum marks. Okay, now come seeing that one more question here. 0.23 whole square plus 0.27 whole square plus 2 into 0.23 into 0.27. What is its value? So, what kind of answer we are going to expect from these children?
If you look at the problem, an average student mostly will think about this is something very consisting of all the decimals and squares and all these things. But again, as we have identified in the previous two questions, here also if you observe, very simple logic it is, as you said earlier. If you add the two quantities which is consisting of exponent 2, then immediately you will get idea. 0.23 plus 0.27 is nothing but 0.5, very simple.
Yes.
So, that means then you have to rethink, that means it is consisting of one identity. Then definitely you will get idea.
So, one of the important idea to all of you means here, generally in the examination, when decimal questions is given, so mostly that simplification depends on one identity.
Yes, definitely.
So how to identify means here, if the squares are there, there are three terms may be there, that is either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square.
Simple.
If all are plus, it is a plus b
plus
whole
b.
square. One is minus, it is a minus b whole square. There are only two terms, it is x square minus y square or a square minus b square. Like you have to identify the formula is very, very important. Once you identify the formula, then it is a very simple. So the here how many terms are here? 3 terms. So obviously it is a plus b whole square because all are positive. So what is a? 0.23. What is b? 0.27. 0.23 plus 0.27 how much? It is 5, means it is 0.5 square. 0.5 square means here simply 0.25. That's the answer. Option B. Like by mental calculation is enough.
Yes.
No need of use a pen and a pencil or pen and you can say answer easily. Clear? Okay. Now see one more. It's also the questions are seems to be lengthy.
Yes. Looks
but,
lengthy.
Yeah, looks lengthy, but answer is very simple. Process is very simple. So see the question: 3a of a plus b plus c minus 2c of a minus b minus c minus 3ab plus 3ac minus 2ca. What is the answer? How to do it?
Right. If you observe that question, there you can find 3 terms.
Yes.
In the last term, every term is consisting of 2 variables.
Yes.
But whereas in the first 2 terms, it is nothing but product of a monomial with a trinomial.
Yes.
So simply you should get an idea that if you multiply the first, if you take the first term and multiply a monomial with the trinomial, then there is a scope of getting the terms which are included in the last term.
Yeah.
That means it clearly shows that you have to multiply the first term, that means you have to simplify the first term and also the simplify second term. Mostly most of the terms will be getting cancelled.
Yes. So as Kishore sir said, you have to expand the total terms, but I will give a simple idea to you. That's correct, absolutely correct. But so this elimination method is one of the best option in especially these competitive examinations, even multiple choice questions especially. So here if you see this, there is only one term which is 3a square plus 2c square.
Yes.
Check it first whether the possibility 3a square 2c square is there or not. So 3a plus c, 3a of a, this is it gives 3a square.
Yes.
Minus 2c of minus c gives 2c square.
Yes.
Means without simplifying all this, you can say B is the answer.
Yes.
So that kind of presence of mind is very, very important for the competitive examination. So even you did the total solution, total process, you will get finally the same answer.
Yes.
But in competitive examination, this is very, very important, which is the most appropriate answer by without doing all these things. Clear? So I hope you understand. In this manner, you have to practice definitely. That saves your valuable time and which give more answers and more questions easily. Because some questions may be a little bit of lengthy, but fortunately, no question is lengthy. The question seems to be first appearance is lengthy, but simplification is simple, and finally answer is very simple. Clear? Okay.
If you get other option with a square and c square, then they have to do this expansion and simplification.
Yeah, that's very important. So because there is only one term, only one option, so you can say. But if is in another option also, you have 3a square 2c square, then you have to check it. Clear? So that's the reason I said the presence of mind is very important. You have to check how you are going to present. So here the main intention of this TSAT giving orientation with the expertise team means here they will share the this kind of ideas to you to get more maximum score in the examination. Clear? Okay. Now we will see the next question. If 2x plus 1 by 2x minus 1 equal to 3 by 5, then what is the value of x? So how to do it, sir? Any idea from?
Right, here
this
also as you rightly said in the previous question,
Okay.
here we can go with the option also, that is one better choice.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have the normal procedure, that is a linear equation in one variable.
Okay.
It not looking like linear equation in one variable. Now you have to convert it into linear equation.
Yeah. So, sir, there are so many methods what Kishore sir said. So, there are so many methods are here. You can use the component and dividendal also
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Like you can say that is 2x plus 1 plus 2x minus 1, which gives 4x.
Yes.
2x plus 1 minus 2x
2x
minus 1, which gives 2. 4x by 2,
Yes, sir.
that is 2x. 3 plus 5 by 3 minus
Is
5. Correct? 8 by
Right.
2 minus 1. So, you can say, see 2x plus 1 like one way. By using the directly you will get answer one way. Otherwise, you can say cross multiplication
Yes.
gives a linear equation, that is 10x plus 5, 10x plus 5 cross multiplication, 6x minus 3, correct? So, simply then you can say that is comes 4x is equal to minus 8 and x equal to minus 2.
Right.
Like you can say that is a one way. Otherwise, I said 2x plus 1 plus 2x minus 1, that is nothing but 4x by 2, that is 2x, 2x equal to minus 4, then x equal to minus 2.
Right.
That is in this manner also you can get the answer. So, how you are doing this, it is a material to here. So, how whether you get answer or not in a proper way, that is a very, very important. So, this is the few questions which are given in the area of algebraic expressions and identities and linear equation one variables. So, all are very simple questions based on simple concepts. There is no maximum logic or maximum application, very straight questions simply. So, you can get the answer very easily. So, now we will see another area, sir.
Yes, sir, sir, with your permission, here sir explained about one rule which you don't know earlier. You should note down, make a note of it, that is componendo and dividendo rule. That is, if a by b, two fractions are equal, that means a by b is equal to c by d, then a plus b by a minus b must be equal to c plus d by c minus d. In your higher classes you will know about that rule.
Yes.
So, here also you can apply, because as sir told just now, the usage of principles whenever it is applicable, that is very, very important.
Yes.
So, if you apply that component and dividend rule, it is very simple to solve the question within 2 steps, within 2 steps. Right, right, sir. Thank
so, that is very, very important because most of our teachers also is viewing this program. So, you are going to be guide our children.
Yes, sir.
So, for competitive examination, do not stick on only a single method.
Yes.
So, you have to explain different kinds of methods to the children, because our teaching should be selective.
Yes, sir.
So, the children has a right, children has an option for selection of different kinds of methods, which method he likes most.
Yes.
When you are teaching in such a way, definitely children enjoy our teaching also, that is very, very important. At the same time, even children also will enjoy to learn this concept, because I can do in a different methods, not only in this method. So, this is a very, very important.
Generally, if they know the shortcut method, they really they enjoy the solving such kind of problems.
Yeah, that's see, mathematics is mathematics. It's a mathematics actually. If you spelled in a little bit of a wrong way, it is mathematics. It's mathematics.
Tricks.
So, a lot of tricks are there. So, even you can see, we can say what is mathematics. So, see mathematics, what is mathematics? So, a person between 2 maths with ICS qualification. So, that is math, he math, ICS like so. We can play with mathematics, we can enjoy by teaching mathematics, by doing mathematics. So, that is that's a beauty of mathematics. So, now we will go for another chapters which are asked in the previous examination, that is exponents and powers. In the exponents powers, two questions are given in the last year paper. So, one question is 1 by 5 power minus 2 is equal to 1 by 4 power minus 2 plus 1 by x power minus 2, then what is x value? Then how we are going to do this?
Yes, simply this question based on the laws of indices.
Yes.
So, we have around 4 to 5 laws.
Yeah.
By applying those are very important. Not only in this topic, you can apply all those things in algebra part also, whereas algebraic expressions and linear equations and all those things. So, simply here if you observe, when we have the negative power in the denominator, if you bring it to the numerator, it will become positive.
Yeah.
So, it is simply 5 power minus 2, it will become 5 square, which is 25.
Okay.
And 1 by 4 power minus 2, if you bring it to numerator, it will become 16.
Yeah.
And x to the power of minus 2, it will become x square, like that.
Yeah. So, correct. So, this is a sir is explaining a very clear manner, means here 1 by a power n is we will write as a power minus n.
Yes.
Correct. So, 1 by a power minus n will be a power n. So, when the term moves into the numerator, the power will be changed. So, minus will becomes as a plus and plus becomes as a minus. So, 1 by 5 power minus 2 becomes as 5 power plus 2, means 5 square, which is 25. Correct. And with this one is equal to 1 by 4 power minus 2 means 1 by 4 square means 1 by 4 power minus 2 becomes as 4 square, which is 16. 1 by x power minus 2 becomes as x square. 25 equal to 16 plus x square, 25 minus 16, that is 9. So, x square equal to 9 here, and 9 you can write as 3 square. So, then x becomes as 3. So, option B is correct. Again in this exponents and powers chapter also, it is a very straight question and nothing but a formula based question.
Yes.
Just when you have the formula, that is a very important. Even recently we trained all the teachers in Unnati program also. Unnati program is conducted by the state government.
Sir.
So, we gave the all the training to the teachers, even lesson plans also changed. So, we have to give more importance for the keywords and key concepts.
Yes, it is very important, sir.
Yes.
If you observe there in higher studies also,
Yeah.
while attempting IIT and NEET kind of examinations, competitive exams,
Okay.
what we observed, most of the students are unable to understand the question first.
Yeah, that's a main drawback.
Yes. After completion of exam, when we at the part of discussing the question paper, just if we briefly explain about the question itself, they are getting the answer.
Yeah.
But the comprehension skill, lacking of comprehension skill are observed.
So, it's a very important because most of the common problem faced in general is the children is unable to understand what is a given question.
Yes.
That is a very important. If they understand what is given in the examination, you can answer it.
Yes, sir.
So, first when you are going to teach, especially for teachers, so we have to discuss in the classroom, that is what is given, what is going to find.
That's very important.
Yeah, this we have to discuss. So, we should not explain everything to the children. The spoon feeding will spoil the learning process. So, we have to discuss, that is called nothing but it is one of the teaching strategy called brainstorming. We have to discuss those things. That is a very important.
And one more thing, sir, as you said, I want to add one more thing. I request all the teachers, please guide the students to prepare the keywords after completion of every chapter.
Yeah, that's this actually just now I said in a Unnati program also, we requested all the teachers, and we make it as a mandatory and compulsory to all the teachers also. We have to collect, we have to prepare the keywords and key concepts.
Yes.
So, first in the lesson plan we have to identify, and we request all the teachers also on the right side of the board the teacher has to write the key concept or keywords in the particular classroom transaction. What in a particular subject, so you want to say something, so first he has to write the keywords and key concepts, and he asks the children to read it, and if it is possible, ask them to its meaning also.
Yes.
So now I request to all the viewers so who are participating it, have you any doubts, you can share your doubts and queries by phone in call. So definitely our expertise will give your clarification about your doubt and queries. Clear? Okay. So now here the standard form of the number 0.000005 is. So this is, it comes under the nothing but a communication. So you have to convert one kind of form to another kind of form.
Sir, yes.
Okay. So can you say how to do this?
In this in this topic, exponents and powers, basically we have only two kinds of problems.
Okay.
One is depending on the applying laws of indices,
Okay.
and another one is converting the given decimal number or a larger number into the standard form, or we can call it as scientific form also.
Okay.
Right. This is nothing but same kind of problem, sir. Standard form is nothing but you can write the given number, whether it is a decimal or a larger number,
Okay.
in the form of k into 10 to the power of something, where k should be between 1 and 10. It may be equal to 1 also.
Okay.
1 less than or equal to k less than 10.
Okay.
That in that way we have to express it.
Yeah. So this is very important, as you know that. So our 0.00 there is there. You have to take the total number. So what is the number here? 5.
5.
After decimal, how many zeros are there, including that digits
Digit.
also you have to count it. Here 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are after decimal there are 7 digits. So 7 digits means here, if one digit is there, 10 power minus 1, 2 digits are there, 10 power minus 2, 3 digits are there, 10 power minus 3. So there are 7 digits, so you can say 10 power minus 7. So we can say 5 of 10 power minus 7.
Yes.
For example, if it is 5 followed by 6 zeros.
6 zeros.
So means you have to count it. How many digits are there here? 7 digits, correct? So you can say 5 into 5 followed by 1 zero, 5 into 10 power 1, followed by 2 zeros, 5 into 10 square, follows 6 zeros, 10 power 5 into 10 power 6 plus 6. This is very important.
Yes, sir.
So you have to understand the difference between these two. 0.6 zeros followed by 5 means here 5 of 10 power minus 7, whereas 5 followed by 6 zeros means you can say 5 of 10 power 6.
Yes.
So like you have to convert the standard form into exponent form to standard form. This is a conversion is a very, very important.
And,
So
and one more thing I want to add, sir, with
Okay.
your permission. Here we can also expect some questions which are with the exponent as 0. That also generally students get confused. Just like 3 to the power of 0 plus 4 to the power of minus 1, how much?
yeah.
Just like that they are asking.
Okay. So that's something to the power of 0 is 1, as you know it. So in simplification skills, generally they may ask what you said is exactly correct. So they will ask the questions, especially from 3 power 0 plus 4 power minus 1, how much means you can say 3 power 0 is 1, 4 power minus 1 is 1 by 4.
Yes.
So 1 plus 1 by 4, which is 5 by
5
4,
by
like the children has to answer. Clear? So these are the two questions which are given from the area of exponents and powers. Now we will see next chapter, comparing quantities, direct inverse proportion, direct and inverse proportion. Here a few questions, 3 questions are given here. A mobile phone was bought at 42,000 rupees. Its value depreciate at the rate of 20% per annum. What is its value after 3 years? Okay, then can you say how to do this?
Yes, sir. Here you can observe the problem. All these comes under as in the initial program, sir discussed about arithmetic.
Yeah.
Yes, there you can find percentages, profit and loss,
Yeah.
and simple compound interest. Averages also we can comes under this arithmetic and all these things.
Okay.
So, here the initial price was 42,000 and it is getting depreciated at the rate of 20% per annum.
Okay.
So, here we can apply the formula, that is 1 plus r by 100 or
Okay.
like that formula we can apply here, sir.
Okay.
Depreciating means 1 minus r by 100. That
Yes, yes. So, now you can do this in as of this one, actually it is 42,000. So, 42,000 simply into 1 minus
yes,
20%, that is 20 by 100. How many years here? 3 years.
years.
Then you can say
right.
whole cube. So, that means 20%, 21 are 25 are, means 1 minus 1 by 5, it is nothing but 4 by 5. So, 42,000 into 4 by 5 of 4 by 5 of 4 by 5, like you have to simplify this one, then you will get a answer for
Right.
this one, correct? Okay. Now, sum of money doubles in 5 years at r% per annum, compound annually. In how many years it will becomes as 8 times? How we are going to
right.
do it?
If you see this kind of problems in the part of decimals also, our Suresh garu explained and informed you that make it to 100 will become very easy.
Yeah.
Here we do not know what is the money, I mean the particular amount of money.
Yes, yes.
So, in all type of problems like this, assume that the money is 100,
Yeah.
then it will become very, very simple. Then that means if you take the money 100 rupees, in 5 years it will become 200 rupees, doubles.
Yes, doubles.
Like that you can calculate when it comes to 8 times, that means 800. If you look at the problem, r% per annum is there.
Yes.
Do not get confused.
Yeah.
We should not use that r% in solving this problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is a very, very important. So, if you can, by using the formula also you can get the answer, but in this, especially in compound interest and simple interest,
Yes.
better to go with 100. What you said, that's excellent. So, means 100. So, 500 means 5 years it will be doubled, correct? Means 5 years it will be doubled, means here. So, means 100 rupees is added.
Yes.
So, means every year that is increasing 20 like. So, it becomes like you have to calculate that value, that is very, very important. Okay. Share the price of a company increased by 20% on day 1 and on day 2 the share price same company decreased by 20%. What is the net increased by decreased percentage in share of price of the company? So, you have to generally common student will do this question as so first day 20% increase,
Second day 20.
second day 20% decrease.
So, no change.
So, no change. No, that is not correct. See that calculation. So, because same example, let us take 100 rupees. So, 20% increase means 120 rupees.
Yes.
Next day 20% decrease
decrease.
means 120 rupees 20%.
Yes.
That is a very, very important.
To
Means,
24
24 rupees
will be
decrease
deducted.
means 120 minus 24.
Yes.
It becomes as 96%, 96 rupees. Means how much loss? 4%. So, there is 4% decrease.
Yes, by applying the just sir told very simple logic. By taking 100, it will become very easy without making pen on the paper.
Yes.
Directly you can solve the problem. That is the beauty of mathematics. See, if you know the logic behind the problem, then you will enjoy the problem.
Yes, yeah. So then so because mathematics is the most easier subject than the other subjects if you understand the concepts. So the logics, because it's nothing but a generalization of the patterns.
Yes, yes.
And daily life, when you connect with the daily life situation with the simple examples, then definitely maths becomes. So now see how simple the question is. So even the question, but sometimes the question is a little bit of increase, sometimes it leads to do wrong things also, because here the question leads to select a wrong answer, no change.
Yes.
So there is a possibility. Don't, that's the reason. So read the question carefully, understand the concept what is given in the question, and apply it. Clear? Okay. Now we will see next. Comparing quantities, direct and inverse proportion. Okay. Now another one is comparing quantities and direct and inverse proportion. So here the question is given, if 24 workers can do a job in 30 hours, then how many workers will be required to do the same job in 48 hours? So as you know it, inverse proportion and direct proportion, generally it comes under the time and work.
Yes, sir.
So then how to do this, sir?
If you observe the question, there we have only two proportions, one is direct and another one is inverse.
Yeah.
If two quantities increasing on the same level, I mean same, if one increases the other one is increases, then we call it as direct proportion.
Yeah.
If one increases the other one decreases, then we call it as inverse.
Okay.
If you observe the two quantities here, one is number of workers,
Okay.
and the second one is time taken.
Yeah.
It is very simple logic. If we put or if we assign the work for more number of workers, automatically it will be completed in less time.
Yes.
Suppose in school we have to do the garden work.
Yes.
If we allot that entire garden work to one complete class,
Okay.
then, or if you assign the same work to the half of the class,
Okay.
then which in which case the time will be very less.
Yeah.
According to that, we can easily solve this problem. If it is direct proportion, then A by B is constant. If it is inverse proportion, A into B is constant. Very simple.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So here especially for time and work, if you want to do this one, nothing but, for example, a person complete a work in 10 days. So in one day, how much work done by him means he will 1 by 10.
Yes.
So like, so as the number of workers increases, the work done
Will be
and
decreased.
my work done also increases.
Yes.
So the remaining work will be decreases. So now the question is, there are 24 workers for doing one work, for they will take 30 hours. When the number of workers increases, so the number of hours required to complete the work will be decreases.
Yes.
So there is a inversely proportional between these two. Now by using inverse proportion, you can calculate easily. Clear? And you can say x is proportional to 1 by y.
1 by y.
Because inversely proportional.
Yes.
Means x y is constant. Means x1 y1 equal to x2 y2.
X to y2.
Then you can, by using x1 y1 equal to x, means 24 of 30 is equal to 48 into x.
Yes.
So x is equal to, then you can say easily now say the same.
24 into 30 by 40.
24 into 30 is equal to x into 48. So x equal to how much? 24 into 30 by 48. 24 ones are 2, the 2 ones are 2, 15s are x equal to 15.
If you observe simple simplification.
Yes. So this is a very important. So especially you have to feel that x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. So
Yes.
this is a very important. Means once you say a direct proportion or indirect proportion, these two are inverse proportion. This is very important. For direct proportion, so x is proportional to y.
Y.
X by y is constant.
Yes.
Means a1 by b1 equal to a2 by b2. Means a1 b2 equal to a2 b1. That is called direct proportion. Whereas a is proportional to 1 by b, means ab is constant. It is inverse proportion.
Yes.
Means a1 b1 equal to a2 b2. So like you have to understand the direct proportion, indirect proportion, then it is very simple to do all these kind of questions. Clear? Okay. Now then one more question, sir. The present ages of Vivek and Rajani are in the ratio 6:7. 5 years ago, the ratio of their ages is 5:6. What is the present age of Rajini is?
Right, sir. This we can mention this in arithmetic as well as we can this problem comes under linear equations in one variable also.
Yes, yes.
Because in this kind of problems always one point is very important, that is assuming that their ages are first they have given the present ages are in the ratio 6:7.
Yeah.
For our simplification or for making the problem very easier, you can simply take it as 6x and 7x.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And the students are getting confused in the second sentence of the problem,
Yeah.
that is 5 years ago. Most of the students they use x minus 5.
Yes.
It is not x minus 5, it is 6x minus 5.
Yeah, that's a crucial thing here. So 5 years ago means here you have to subtract 5 from their age, not from the x variable. So say their age is 6x and 7x. So 6x minus 5, 7x minus 5. And its ratio is given 5 by 6. So you have to come to a conclusion that 6x minus 5 by 7x minus 5 equal to 5 by 6. Now take the cross multiplication, simplify it. You will get directly 36x minus 30 is equal to 35x minus 25. So you can say when you bring it this one, so 36x minus 35x is x. When you bring 30 to that side, 30 minus 25, so it will becomes as 5. So here x equal to 5. What is the Rajini's age? So here the present ages of Vivek and Rajini means 5 of 7, that is 35. We can say
here
35.
also most of the students will getting confused, sir.
Okay.
First ratio, in the ratio first term will be related to Vivek,
yes,
and the second term will be related to Rajni.
Yeah,
that also you have to be
yeah, that's because the concept name is comparing.
Yes.
So you have to properly compare the quantities. So which one related to which one? That's a very important. Clear? So reading question is very important. So already you are seeing our 2 sessions. Questions are here. Read the questions and practice it and check very similar kind of questions from your syllabus and practice those questions also. That questions give some more clarity to practice the examination. Clear? Okay. Now we will see the next one. Squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots. This is a very important. Squares and square roots and cubes and cube roots. Here the question is root 64 plus root 0.64 plus root 6400. What's its value?
Right. And most of the students are aware of squares and cubes in their lower classes.
Okay.
From the 5th, 6th classes also they know about squares and cubes.
Okay.
But whereas here square roots and cube roots are included.
Okay.
Even though if you are thorough in squares and cubes, nothing to worry about square roots and cube roots.
Yeah.
Here you can by looking at root 64 easily you can find out it is nothing but 8.
Okay.
But you are getting confused when a decimal number was given under square root.
Yeah.
If the question is like that, to make it simple, you please make it into fraction. Then it will be very easy.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So here direct square roots you can find easily, but when it is in a decimal form, you have to convert into fraction form. That's a very important. Then it is easy, because you as usual you know the methods of square roots of regular integers. But when it is in a decimal form, so there is no method, a specific method. Of course, in 9th class we gave in textbook we given how to find the square root of a decimal part also. But now you are in 9th, so maybe you practice or may not be practice or doesn't know. But general method to solve this one, you can say simply as for example 0.64. So first convert 0.64 into p by q form, means 64 by 100. For 64 it is 8, 100 for 10, 8 by 10 is 0.8.
Very simple.
Yeah.
If you convert like that, then it will be very easy for you.
Yes, correct. So, root 64 how much? It is 8. What is root 0.64 is 0.8. What is 6400? It is 80. So, now it is come to 88.8.
Right.
So, option A is correct. Like, so be cool when you doing the problem. So, you have to write in order. And one more thing here. So, most of the children, because a 9th class children means just you are going to complete your school education within 1 year, still you have that kind of things may not be mature. So, when you are doing the calculations, even though it is a rough work, you have to follow a systematic approach. That is
Yes.
very, very important. When you do it, it consumes less time, otherwise it takes more time, definitely it and also it occupies more space, and finally it gives a confusion. So, see, when I am writing this one, so I am writing giving the value for place values also.
Yes, sir.
So, now just according to the place values I am writing. So, addition is becomes very easy, otherwise so you make a mistake in that one. So, when you are add or subtract or multiply, whatever it may be the basic operation, so you have to give the importance for the place values, that will gives very clear information to you.
If you commit any mistake regarding adding this place correct place values, you will get automatically a wrong answer. That
Yes.
answer will also be there in the option.
Yeah, yeah.
Then immediately what you will think, yes, you got one answer and that reflects in the options, immediately you go with that answer.
Yeah, yes.
But as sir rightly said, please be in a procedure, so that if even though you know the correct procedure, if you are not following the process in the simplification, definitely you will get the wrong answer.
Yes. So, so don't over expect that I know this answer. So, blindly
Yes, sir.
don't go sometimes to get the answer. So, follow the procedure, but do it in a more speed and accuracy. Clear? Okay. Now, coming to the next. Which of the following is not a perfect square? Yeah. Which is not a perfect square?
Yes.
So, how to do-
For this generally we follow the factorization method.
okay.
From the factors we can find whether it is perfect square or not.
Yeah. So, that is a very good method. So, there is so many methods are there to identify whether it is a perfect square or not. By long division method
Yes,
also there,
yes,
by
sir.
using that one, and prime factorization also there. So, like you can say 1225 is nothing but 35 is a
35
square.
into 35.
So,
yes.
that is a perfect square as you know it, and like 1369
is
so
37 into 37.
37 into 37, 1124. So, 1124 there is a, now you can't say
Yes.
1124, because if you say 1124, like you say, for example, this is as you say this is 11, you know, so 3 3 is a 9, so comes as 224, double of this 6. So, no possibility, because you can't say, if you say 2 not
sir.
possible,
3 also not.
and 8,
Yes.
because last one is 4, not possible. So, like you can say 1124 is not a perfect
square.
square. Like you can say this one method, and next one you can say prime factorization also, like you can say it. Okay. Next question, cube root 343 plus cube root 512 plus cube root 2197 means, if you know, and one more thing here, actually it is not suggestible, but for examination you have to opt all possibilities also. Means you have a good touch with the squares of up to 30 and square
yes.
and
Cubes
cubes of up to 20.
Yes.
If you know it, then it is easy to answer maximum questions in the examination. So, 343 is 7 cube.
Yes.
So, it's 7 will comes answer. 512 is an 8 cube.
Yes.
So, 8 will comes. Okay. And 2197 is a 9 cube. Okay.
Yes.
So, this is so like yeah, 2197. 1331. So no, this is
not 9, sir.
okay, 15. So this is 13 cube.
Yes.
So 13 cube. So means
13 plus 7 plus 8.
so means here 7 plus 8 15, 15 plus 13 28. So you can say like that. That's all. What is the smallest number by which 2187 must be divided to obtain a perfect cube?
Yes.
So the smallest number is 2187 must be divided by to obtain perfect cube. Means here you have to take a prime factorization, and a prime factorization by that one you can say all are as exponents of 3, then you can say easily, otherwise you can calculate it,
Yes.
the value. Clear?
Regarding squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots, if you are thorough in factorization,
Yes.
then it will be very easy for you to get the answers.
Yes. Yes.
And sir said that is every student must learn the squares of 1 to 30 and cubes of 1 to 20. It will be very time saving factor for you.
Yeah, this is a very important. So I suggest 2 things also to you. So means you have to practice up to 30 squares and 20 cubes, then it's easy. The of course next one is a basic geometrical idea. So match the following is given. Of course is a question here. What is an acute angle? As you know that acute angle means here the angle which is less than 90 is called acute angle. A right angle 90 degrees is called right angle. Obtuse angle means more than 90 less than 180 called obtuse angle, and reflex angle more than 180 less than 270 is called a reflex angle. So now just a comparison. So what is acute angle here? 75 is a acute angle.
Yes.
So A is mapped with this one. A right angle is 90. So is this one. Obtuse angle is 130. So this one, and finally reflex angle is 285. So A matched with 2 and B match with 4, 2, 4, C it, and C match with 3 and D match with 1. So option A is correct. Like you can, so means here you have a complete knowledge about
Types of angles.
then it's easy for you. And the coordinates of the origins, means here you know that the point of intersection of x axis and y axis is called the origin. So obviously you know that coordinate axis is nothing but those are number lines. So obviously we can say they will meet at 0 and 0. So the we can say 0 comma 0 is the coordinates of the point. Okay. And so like of time you are going to discuss all these things, but maybe from all these things you understand the concepts, of what kind of questions they may ask in the examination, you can easily understand. So we will see a little faster, mensuration. The amount of space occupied by a solid is called, what is the amount of?
It is nothing but volume.
Yeah. So simply you can say as a volume, you can say that. Which of the following is true for polyhedron? So how many things are there here? And the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 69. Equilateral triangle means all sides are equal. So means here you have to divide 69 by 3.
3 parts.
Of course,
3 equal parts.
23. And see the question. So no need of calculation also.
Yes.
So because among A, B, C, D options, only one option
has equal.
Show that it's an equilateral triangle. So without calculation, you can say B is C. Like, so maybe you understand that if you see the total paper of 30 questions, I discussed all the 30 questions here, which was given in the previous year paper. All questions are very simple, very straight, and there is no application, there is no difficulty at all. So I hope you understand all these things, and a lot of things we have to discuss, but lack of time, so we are unable to discuss all those things. But from all these 30 questions, you come to a conclusion that the paper is very simple. Don't lose this opportunity and practice it. And if you follow the same pattern for the examination, definitely this leads to you to definitely qualify in the examination. The 9th class children, so there is a right opportunity and best opportunity to qualify in the exam to secure a 75,000 rupees scholarship for 2 years on 9th and 10th classes means 1,50,000. So definitely this TSAT always with you, help you to, because I think so this is the first channel which gives an exclusive orientation program for the PM Yasasvi. Lot of work done on this particular program. We collected this total information, so most of the children doesn't aware about this PM Yasasvi examination, but the management of TSAT, the GM sir and CO sir will do lot of work to do this. And they collected this information and they started the cut and riser program and to give them more awareness. So most of the schools are applied for that. After they apply and they take they collected the resource persons, and with the resource persons a chain of programs is going to be conducted for all the subjects. I hope this will help you a lot. Thank you sir for following, of course for participating in this program and giving our valuable sessions to our children to prepare the examination very well. I hope the children will write the examination very best. Once again thank you for coming to this program.
Right. Wish you all the very best, my dear students.
Namaste.
Thank you.
So once again thanks to all the viewers.